absolutely important to me. You know, I read these Old Testament stories of armies fighting enemies and God going with them and all that kind of stuff. And I read it and I'm like, I don't even understand what this has anything to do with me. But the New Testament says that we don't battle or wrestle against flesh and blood, but we battle against an enemy that has no physical form. Do you understand what I'm saying? That we have an enemy that's coming after us in different ways. And I see it all the time. When I talk about, you know, people of the world who don't know Jesus, but then when I talk about Christians, people who do know Jesus, and I see some of the same things. I still see anxiety, I still see depression, I still see suicidal thoughts, I still see addiction, I still see every single commandment written under the sun being broken by all of us, and problems and temptations that we're not just having, but temptations that we're giving into, temptations that we're struggling with, temptations that we're falling with. And the number one thing is when we fall, the number one thing we face is the condemnation that we face from it. And I'll talk about that in a minute, but let me tell you something. I got some good news for that, because there is no condemnation for those that are in Christ Jesus. So for the enemy that comes after us,